Disclaimer, this podcast discusses mental health. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you're struggling with your mental health, please remember it's okay to ask for help and seek the appropriate help through a qualified healthcare professional.
Welcome back to the podcast where we ask the question, what makes you happy? My name is Jake Pearson, and our guest today is a professional speaker and life coach who is an expert in personal development, self-help, and peak performance. Serban Mare from Phoenix, Arizona, United States. How are you?
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to just discuss with you, Serban, what makes you happy. So could you start with that? Tell me, what does make you happy?
I believe that there's two ways of being happy. One of them being happy in life versus the other one happy with life. And happy in life to me means that you're going to a party or you're going on a vacation. That's happy in life, where you're right in the moment. And I also think that if you were to live next to the happiest place on earth, right? You look at Disneyland. And if you continue going to Disneyland every day or every week, at one point it's no longer happy. You're no longer happy with that, right? So that's happy in life has an expiration date, whereas happy with life is where you do something that's more exciting to you, something that's meaningful, something that you find that it brings a lot of fulfillment and joy. And that's where I think it's more valuable to be happy with life rather than in life.
Beautiful. And when did you discover those two different meanings?
I was that type of guy who was going to the parties, who was looking for being happy in life. And it was kind of a looping sequence where every weekend I was like, okay, is there more to life? Everything was fine, but nothing was great. Then a friend of mine introduced me to a podcast where they were talking about personal development. And my mind was blown about the idea of the growth mindset.
Yep.
And I just doubled down on growth mindset and learned to be not fine in life, but great in life. And that's where I've learned how to be happy with life.
That's something we haven't really touched on here. So just quickly for our listeners, what is the growth mindset?
A growth mindset is where you think that some things are out of your reach and you think that it's impossible to do. You look at something that you desire. Give you my example. Today I want to be a professional. I'm a professional speaker, and for the longest time I had fear of speaking in front of people. And I was looking at others on stage, and I was thinking, yeah, that's not me. I can never do that. Have you ever told yourself this thing? Yeah, I can't do that. So that is a fixed mindset. And once I discovered the growth mindset, I understood that I can be whatever I want to be, for my case, a professional speaker, just by adding a lot of energy and time. Yep.
Working on it, yeah. Believing that you can get there. Yeah. Beautiful. And so, Serban, look, if one of our audience members just came up to you on the street at a coffee shop and said, hey, look, I'm struggling with being happy in my life, what would you say to that person then and there?
Someone told me, I've heard them say, just think of yourself as an 80-year-old person. And if you're younger, you think, wow, I don't want to be in that stage. I'm so grateful for having the health, for having the ability to walk, to be able to see, there's so many things that we can be grateful for. And if you have that mindset of just looking at the things that you can be grateful for, not the things that you're lacking, it would instantly move you towards being just a little bit happier. It's been 5 years since I've started writing 3 things that I'm grateful for every morning. Every morning I do it. I'm fogged. I don't want to think about anything. I'm tired in the morning, but I force myself to do 3 things that I'm grateful for, and that's really changed the whole day for me.
Beautiful. Serban, thank you so much for coming to share all the little things that make you happy. We really do appreciate your time.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. We hope it gives you something to think about on your quest to discover what makes you happy. Make sure to check out whatmakesyouhappypodcast.com to connect with today's guest and follow us on all our social media platforms, and to stay up to date at what's happening next and what makes you happy. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend, and we'll see you next time.